Does the court recognize that there is bullying within the court system? And if so, why is there no repercussion for such behavior if it's so common? That's part one. And then part two is also, I feel parental alienation is falsely via abusive parents, used falsely by the abusive parent as well. So can we take part one of that about bullying in the court system and why the court isn't responding to that?
Yeah, so it's really confusing these days because abusive behavior can take many different forms, and alienation is one form. Domestic violence is another form, emotional other abuse. So what we see in the court system is, I think, people latch on to one theory and they assume it's true, and so they're very aggressive. And this can be judges, lawyers, court personnel, very aggressive towards someone who actually isn't promoting abuse, but who may look like it, or they may have been told. And so I think it's a lack of education in the court system. And so some people, engage in legal abuse. They use the court system to give their co-parent a hard time who doesn't deserve it. And the court thinks they're setting limits on someone who does deserve it. So I think it's a real educational thing, but it's a confusing thing. And I want to add to that what I call the three theories of a high conflict case. And this is where judges, lawyers, mediators get confused. If person A, let's say parent A, says parent B is acting badly, some people go, oh, that must be what's happened. Other people go, oh, that's a false allegation. I'm sure it's not true. And some people say, oh, they're probably both equally at blame. Well, all three of those look the same on the surface. So judges, mediators, lawyers, therapists need to consider three possibilities and not jump to conclusion. And I think when you see bullying in court, like an angry judge or a staff person who may be negative, is they've absorbed the message that you're the bad person, and that may not at all be true. So I think it's a lack of education and to some degree what they call confirmation bias, which is just having one theory and jumping to that conclusion. So I think, in time it may be coming, but it's slow and it's sad and it's difficult. But that's where providing information, just straight information, may be most helpful in the court. And that's what I talk about in the splitting book. So I'd say the best way to deal with that is to do what's described in the splitting.
Excellent. Thank you.